Hello everyone. Now I'm going to talk about how to synthesize information from several sources to write your report and how to make in-text citations. Well, for your report, you cannot take all the information from your head, right? Because you're not experts in the field. So it is necessary to use different sources for some parts of the report. Later we'll discuss which parts and how. All right. So synthesis, the word synthesis means using different parts to create something new. It's like in chemistry, CO2 or H2O. These are the products of the synthesis reaction, right? Like H2O, it's the combination of atoms of hydrogen and oxygen, right, to make something new, which is water. So you are doing the same thing, almost the same thing. You use different sources to write something, some parts of the report. Yeah. So that's what is called synthesis. All right. So I'll use the examples of 3 sources. Of course, you can have more. And I think when you start writing a report, you will see that some sources, like you can't use them because they don't have sufficient information. So you can change them. You can add more sources. But let's start with 3 of them. So that's what you do. These are the steps you follow. First of all, you find appropriate sources, and we talked about it in the previous video, how to find sources, right? Then you annotate sources. I'll show in a moment how to if you don't know. Then you choose the information that you want to use in some parts of the report. And it's important that you paraphrase the information. You don't copy paste. All right. And then you use the in-text citations that I'm going to describe how to do that to show which sources you used to write this or that part of the report. All right, let's just move on to paraphrasing because, well, many students do not like paraphrasing. They just take a shortcut and they copy paste. It's called plagiarism, yeah, stealing information from some source. So it's important to paraphrase the information you take from sources. So how can you do that? Many ways. There are many ways, yeah. Most likely you can use synonyms, for example, like big, large, huge, enormous, or the opposites with not, of course, yeah. Or, thesaurus. Why did I write thesaurus? Thesaurus is kind of a dictionary that shows you synonyms and opposites. All right, so you can just Google it, like the synonym of big, yeah, and it will give you a good range of vocabulary. Also, it's very important, especially in the science, to change active into passive and passive into active. For example, Sarah painted the wall. The wall was painted by Sarah. By now, hopefully you know how to use passive. Also, you can change the subject completely. For example, a lot of people watch TV. So a lot of people is a subject here. And you change the subject completely. Watching TV is popular among a lot of people. The meaning remains the same, but you change what it looks like, right? And then you can also change a part of speech. You know how to do that because you covered, the suffixes responsible for different parts of speech. For example, simplicity, simple, simple, simplify, simple, simply, and stuff like that. All right. Sorry, I'll just show you first before I move on to the example. So here are the 2 sources I have. The first source and the second source. And when you save your sources, please save like where you got them from, okay, and who the author is and stuff like that. So you have some sources and you want to use some information for your report, yeah? So you annotate. Annotation means highlighting or underlining, indicating something that you want to use. For example, I want to use this. So I just highlighted, yeah, about the causes of insomnia, blah, 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 blah. Num, num, num. No, I don't want to use this. And then I will just, okay, maybe use this. And, okay, about maybe aging. Yeah, stuff like that. Okay. So I have highlighted something that I want to use. And what I do with all that, yeah, I take it and I paraphrase it. And you're like, what? Oh my goodness, why would you do that? Yeah, that's important to paraphrase. So this is the sentence from the original, from the source. Yeah, insomnia can be caused by psychiatric and medical conditions, unhealthy sleep habits, specific substances, and or certain biological factors. So what some people do, they change only one word. Well, no, some random word, and they think it's paraphrasing. No, it's not. All right. So you need to use as many ways to paraphrase as possible. Yeah. Change active into passive, passive into active. Change the subject. Change all the words you can use into synonyms and make it look different. Well, insomnia, I could have changed it into troubles with sleep or sleep disorders or something like that. Yeah, Miss Maria, bad. But other than that, I have changed passive into active. I have changed words into synonyms. You can check it out. And forgot to change insomnia. All right, so that's how we paraphrase. And that's what in-text citations look like. Yeah. So you get information from some source. So say this is the part I was talking about, the causes of insomnia, blah 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 blah. And I indicate here in brackets where I got this information from. Yeah. If you know the name of the author, you use his or her last name, not the first name. Okay. Abrahams. Then you put a comma and then the year of publication. If you don't know the year of publication, you use N full stop, D full stop, small letters. If you don't know the name of the author, you write the name of the article. For example, here, insomnia or insomnia tips, the author is unknown, right? So that's the way it should look. Ta-da. So whatever you take from some source, you paraphrase it, you mention it in brackets like this, and you make sure that your in-text citations match the list of references. They should be there in both places. All right. Okay, that's how we write in-text citations. You can see actually some prompts in the appendix I showed in the previous video. Yeah. So basically, if you know the author, who wrote the article, you write his or her last name, then comma, year. If you don't know the year, you write ND. If there are many authors, that's what we do. Yeah. If there is no author or you don't know the author, you start with what is it called? The name of the article, and then comma, year. Comma, ND, there is no year. Yeah. If it's written by the organization, you write the name of the organization. Several sources, you list like this. All right, take a look, pause the video, and write the in-text citations for these three sources. And in a moment, we'll discuss it. Yalla, pause the video and write the in-text citations. All right, let's discuss it. Hopefully you've paused the video and done that. The first thing, the first source would be like this. Why like this? Why Al-Balushi, 2017? Because we know the author will write his first or her first not first, last name. Al-Belushi is his or her last name, right? Then a comma. Make sure you don't write here a space. Then you leave space, and then you write the year of publication. Here is the year of publication. Brackets. Don't write 100 brackets. 1, 2. Next one. That's what it looks like. Why like this? Why not rainfall and evapotranspiration? Because this is the name of the organization, and if it's written by the organization, you write the name of the organization here. FAO, blah, 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 comma, the year. You know the year, you write it here. You know the year, you write it here. I can rap. And the last one looks like this. It looks very long, yes, but what can we do? We don't know here the name of the author, right? There's no person here, but we know the name of the article. So we write it here like this, the whole name of the article, and then comma, then small n full stop d full stop. Why? Because we don't know the date. All right. Here's another thing. It's called attribution. So in this purple box, it's an in-text citation, means inside the text in brackets, right? But you can also use attribution, like in these two last boxes. It means you mention the author, right? Mention the author as a part of a sentence, as a part of the text. You can say something like, according to Abrahams, or according to some organization, or some website, or whatever. And then if you use according to, right, you need to use a comma after that. According to blah, 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 comma. Then you continue the sentence, and you remember, of course, to paraphrase. Or in his article, comma, Abraham states that, and then, of course, you need to have a subject and the verb, paraphrased. That's it. That's all for now. Hopefully you got it. Please do some exercises on Moodle. Bye.